Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shifting Metal 2.0 channel. We're going to start showing you some of our part exchanges and maybe some of the cheaper cars on here. A bit more rough cut, not our feature videos. But we know a lot of you like to still see what we get in part exchange. And yesterday, we took a BMW X1, another one. You may well have seen another one of these on the channel recently, from a very nice chap, a subscriber actually, Matty, who is probably regretting trading this in because he took away a Range Rover and it broke down on the way home. It's been an absolute nightmare. I'm really going off Range Rovers. But that aside, we're getting that all sorted for Matty. It's a very nice bloke, actually. He's come all the way from Cumbria and brought us tea, which I'm enjoying now, from the Lake District Tea Co. Yeah, I thought we'd just show you around the part exchange because we've only given 1,400 quid for this. And in fact, the way Jason's kind of structured the deal, I think he said it was really, it owed us about £1,000, but £1,400 on paper is what we've actually paid for it. So I'll pull it out and we'll have a look what you get for 1,400 quid. Well, it doesn't sound too bad. Oi! Clutch is very grabby. Right, there we are, that should do. Clutch caught me by surprise there. It's a little bit grabby, but I think actually once you're used to it, it's probably okay. I'm probably used to driving a Carver, a higher clutch recently. It's in a very fetching burgundy red. The wheels on this side don't look too bad. It looks like it would benefit from a wash, but our Sunny on the back has loads of tread and feels like quite a nice new sort of supple tyre. And then we've got a Cinturato on the front, which would be a Pirelli, I think, from memory. Loads of tread on there. Bit of paintwork damage on the corner, but nothing major. Obviously some stone chips and stuff. There's been some touches in. I reckon that's quite a nice colour actually when cleaned up. Can't tell if there's much metallic in it, but I don't dislike it. Could do with giving the headlights a buff. Could do with a bit of paint on this corner if you were going to go that far, but could you touch that up? Not, well, I mean, you could touch it up. Would it look better for what this is going to be worth? Probably, because I did look up on Auto Trader and this has a retail valuation of £3,220 because it's on 127,000 miles, I think. We'll double confirm that in a minute. Bit of damage on your wing mirror cover. That wheel looks pretty good. This actually seems to be the worst wheel, and it's not necessarily from curbing damage. It's just, I don't know. I wonder if there's a replacement wheel because it looks completely different. And that one's, someone's had a go at painting that themselves. Just doesn't look that good, to be honest. But actually, bodywork is pretty good. That's mud. Don't have to worry about that. Not bad at all. This would actually clean up, and we are. Well, I say we are. I have decided that, do you know what? I actually want to go back to selling cheaper cars again for the reasons like we discussed. The, whatever it was, £18,000 Range Rover Sport that Matty had bought from us has already come up with issues on the way home, and being a Range Rover Sport, we think it's a crack in a manifold or something. He got all the way from here in Somerset past Gloucester before anything, you know, any problems reared their ugly head. We test these cars, we drive them, we do road tests, we do PDIs, but we can't drive every car past Gloucester to see if it happens. So I just feel like cheaper cars maybe give us less headaches, and I think they are selling a bit better at the moment. So we'll probably end up having this on the forecourt, even though last year you'd have heard me say, I don't want anything over 100,000 miles. I've changed my mind again because, you know, that's what I do. Anyway, bit of a scuff on the door handle and a little ding in there. So, I mean, it's really, really minor stuff, to be honest. Some little touch-ups and you make this look very presentable. I think it's probably in better condition than the grey one we got the other day, which was higher mileage, I think. So, we have got 2 keys. Remote central locking works. We've got a cloth interior. It's a Manuel. Don't know whether we've got cruise control in there or not. I noticed we've got a bit like a damaged panel for what would potentially be sat-nav, but I'm not sure if it has got sat-nav. It's just got like a storage compartment. We'll hop in and have a look in a minute. But actually, all the seats look pretty good. They're not really soiled at all. Carpets are pretty clean. You know, there's a bit of sign of it's been used in there, but nothing drastic. Inside the door shuts here, we can start to see that actually, yeah, this probably will have quite a nice metallic look to it when cleaned up and polished. I've just spotted some money, so I've got to grab that. 10 pence. So it now only owes us £1,399.90. It's a lesson that my mother once caught me throwing like 1s and 2s in the bin because I just thought, I just don't want change and whatever. She gave me an absolute rollicking and basically gave me a lesson. I don't know if these were her actual words, but that's what stuck in my head, was basically, if you don't respect money, you're never going to end up with it. Doesn't matter how small that amount of money is. If you're throwing it away, you're almost telling the universe you don't want money. So that would go in the pocket. It'd probably go in the charity pot out the front, actually. At least as long as you're doing something good with it. Anyway, let's hop inside and we'll have a look at what we've got in here. Oh, I'll bring my lovely Lake District tea with me. And the paperwork and things. Get rid of the Greg's cup. Mine can sit there maybe for now. So what is in here? Oh, it is just a storage tray. That would be the handle, I guess. So I guess that, yeah, that should be on there. Which way around does it go? That way. So it probably needs to... Oh, I can't get my fingers on it now. Yeah. That's a job for Dan. He loves jobs like that. But essentially, doesn't have sat-nav, obviously. But at least we know we're not actually missing much. We could just almost glue that on and it would look better. Do we have cruise control? No, we don't. Here we are. So it's got one of these sort of tombstone style keys that go in the dashboard. That'll tell us our mileage. 127,000 miles. How do you say that? It's 127,048 miles. That's how you say it. I don't know why that was. I had a complete brain fart. Sounds very weird, doesn't it? It's actually got well over half a tank of fuel, 375 miles. It's got left of range. So thank you, Matty. Maybe I should drive that this weekend. It's been sat here since yesterday. Starts out fine. No sign of a chain rattling, which would be something you'd probably want to look out for. Got an original owner's manual, which is important to some people. Let's have a look at our service book. Well, I'm seeing quite a lot of stamps. So BMW, 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 BMW. And it's not until 2016 that it's gone to independence at 58,000 miles. We've got another one. Then it's gone back to a BMW at 82,000 miles in 2018. Back to an independent. Independent. But we've got loads of stamps, haven't we? Let me count these up in a second. Last done, sort of middle of last year on 124,000 miles, so it's not even due a service. How many does that make it? 4, 8, 12, 14 service stamps. Pretty damn good. I don't know if that doesn't really count as... How old is it? It's well, it's near as damn it full service history, isn't it? Because it is 15 years old. 15 years old anyway. Actually, pretty good. Tell you what we'll do. I'm going to pop the boot. We'll have a look in there. We'll have a look under the bonnet and we'll take it for a quick spin. Missing a parcel shelf, but that's not the end of the world. Probably had a dog in here. Do we have anything in here? So we've got like our toolkit type thing. Napa battery. What's this for? What's all this about? Some kind of aftermarket wiring on here with a fuse in it. Going off to something. Do we have tow bar electrics or do we have parking sensors or something? Where does it go? So, comes through to this thing, which I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be tow bar electric. Surely. Let's see if we have got a tow bar on this thing. Yes, the electrics are here, and there's obviously. I wonder if that's what's in that bag. No, that's the jack. So we don't have, by the looks of it, the detachable tow bar bit, but the hard work's done. If you wanted a tow bar on this, it would be pretty straightforward now. Let's get that all back together before I forget. Yeah, not bad. It's nice that it's not on there because that needs a little fixing. People don't like to see a tow bar in a car because then they just instantly assume it's had a hard life. There it is, whatever number of engine that is, 2 litre diesel. That's a bit strange. You can see through there down into the arch. I wonder if it's meant to be an arch liner or something that's missing. Doing. That coolant looks good. Lovely. This looks like a decent car, you know. Can we have a look in the arch? Oh no, I don't know what would have been there. Something's missing there, I reckon, but it's probably not that important. But you probably don't want water spraying from your arch into your engine bay. So we'll get the technicians to have a look at that at some point. But otherwise, other than a bit of surface corrosion, a little bit of oil seepage there from that's a breather actually, isn't it? So not bad at all. Tell you what we do before we take it out of a drive. I will just run a quick vehicle score check because it's free to do and I can do it right here on my phone. I've just spotted as well, we have got a broken fog lamp. I doubt they're too expensive to get. So if we enter our registration, which is Yankee Echo 10 Lima Alpha Oscar, we can check it. It'll give us a score from 1 to 999. It says it's 629 out of 999, which is good. We can check whether it's ULEZ compliant, which it won't be. There's loads of features on here. We can check specs. We can check tax and MOT status. So it tells us it's got 128 days of MOT left. It tells us an estimated value of 4,000 to 5,000, which is probably slightly generous, as we've talked about with whatever. But to be fair, with cheaper cars, I think they probably are worth more than what Auto Trader and CAP and the other valuation services seem to think these days, because they're just so in demand. You can also check out the mileage graph as well, see whether that's constantly going up or if it's dipped down. It might give you an indication that car might have been clocked. Loads of stuff that you can find in there for free, but most importantly, if you're going to go and buy this privately, or even buy it from a garage, you're going to want to do a history check on it and make sure there's nothing hidden in the background that you might want to know about, whether it's being crashed or whether it's got finance against it, all these sorts of things you're going to want to know. It could have even been used as a taxi, which you might not be happy about. You can use their check, and if you want to use their insured check, you're guaranteed to get your money back if they don't find anything. So it's a bit of a win-win, really. You only pay if there's something hidden that you would want to know about. Right, let's hop in, we'll take it for a drive. Right, it's telling me stop-start's not available, so it might want a new battery. That Napa battery that's in the boot might not have been a stop-start battery, because they are expensive and someone may well have just put a cheaper one in there. We've got Golf R on our way, so give me 2 seconds and we'll get that moved. Right, so I'm going to assume this should be reasonably good to drive, at least safe, because Matty did drive it all the way down from Cumbria. It's got to be a good 5 or 6 hour drive, which makes it more reliable than the Land Rover we started. Either way, we will just give it a quick spin and see how it performs. I think Jason was trying to get him down on price a little bit for this in part exchange, but he wasn't moving. And do you know what? Fair play to him. Sometimes people have unrealistic expectations of the value of their car, but he obviously knew this was, well, I say he obviously, we hope he knew that this was a good one, which it seems to be so far. So it was worth sticking to his guns. It's always tricky to value a part exchange, you know, like 400 miles away. Picks up as it should. Seems to be tracking all right. It's not doing any weird things. I haven't really had a chance to stab the brakes yet, find out if they feel warped or not. So we'll do that here. Oh no, lovely. Try all the gears. No weird noises. Awesome. Pretty happy with that. Don't think we need to go too much further, to be honest, but I am going to hop out, get a picture for the thumbnail, which hopefully you would have seen by this point. Right, so there we have it. I'm actually really happy with the part exchange from Matty. Seems like a really nice car. We will get it through the system now, get it cleaned up, maybe paint some of the wheels, bits and pieces of that. Obviously the guys will get it in the workshop, they'll do their PDI and all that sort of stuff, and you will see it on barrowmotors.co.uk very soon. Don't forget, if you're looking to sell your car, then please do head to my website, carsboughtformore.com, where I give you a personalised valuation. And if we can't buy it personally, then we can offer the opportunity to put it on our trade platform, where our group of trusted dealers will hopefully buy that car from you, making it as hassle-free as possible. And of course, if you're a dealer and you want the opportunity to buy some of those cars, then head to carsboughtformore.com/trade, and you can sign up for your free buyer's account. That is it for this time. Don't forget to do your vehicle score checks whenever you're looking at buying a car. You can use my discount code SHIFTINGMetal20. That is it. See you next time. Bye-bye.